Hi, good day. My name is Kadeen Smith from the United Nations. Today we are joined by TNO Caribbean to discuss the Aruba Center of Excellence for Sustainable Development of Small Island Developing States. The Center of Excellence was launched in 2015 by the government of Aruba in partnerships with the United Nations Development Program and a variety of other partners. So I'm here with the Managing Director of TNO Caribbean. Welcome, Jan Ebbing. And can you just share with us a bit about TNO's involvement with the Center of Excellence?
Thank you for the invitation for this interview. We as TNO Caribbean are thrilled to participate in the building of this important center of excellence in Aruba. Some background: TNO Caribbean has been established some 6 years ago in cooperation with the government of Aruba, and we are specialized in helping small island states and rural areas to become more sustainable. So we have a sustainable roadmap plan for islands. We think that the lessons learned in Aruba and other islands we can use to help other parts of the world to make a bit faster and a better development than we could succeed until now. But on behalf of the content, I think it's better that our project leader, Boekhoudt, will explain a bit more about our participation. But again, I think for the SIDS, the Center of Excellence is a very nice and good development, and I'm very grateful that the UN and the government of Aruba and also the Dutch government have decided that we could participate to help it to being developed.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us, and we'll speak more with your colleague on the project. Thank you for being here with us, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me.
So Jan just mentioned sustainable development road mapping. Can you share with us a bit more about what exactly this is and how it benefits SIDS?
Yes. We focus on building capacity in the strategic planning, and that is also capacity in the road mapping skills in order for SIDS to be more capable and in the future for them to assess more SDGs as possible. And the procedure is as follows. It has several steps to go through. The first one is assessing the context of the situation, then followed by really identifying the problem, the current problem, setting some goals for the future. This all together with stakeholders, key stakeholders, because eventually you need their buy-in and support for implementation. So the following step is obviously drafting your own strategy and implementing these in the future. So these are basic steps and skills we are trying to focus on during this program. Also, I think the center main core idea is to become a community of SIDS, because as a SIDS you are not alone in your problem, and we want them to also know that they have common problems, but they can also share common solutions. So.
And can you share a bit about TNO Caribbean's experience being involved in the Center of Excellence project?
Yeah, sure. We have been preparing the content for the training and facilitating the training in November, where almost 30 SIDS came to Aruba and participated in the training. And again, the focus was here also to engage in these skills, strategic planning skills and road mapping skills. And we also had a dive in 3 subjects: sustainable energy, sustainable tourism, and public-private partnership. And overall, the result and the feedback was positive. Yeah. And we've had a great time engaging with these SIDS on Aruba, and we look forward to the next step for the on-island support that will follow.
Okay, and how do you see the Center of Excellence in general being a contributor to helping these small island developing states achieve the sustainable development goals? In addition to the training, like how does it help or enable the islands?
Yes, our perspective is that the center can play a significant role, and it can be a relevant source of information and knowledge for SIDS. In order to make it relevant, we need, for example, to focus more on the content, and we ask also from the SIDS to participate in engaging also in sharing their knowledge, because there are a lot of experiences out there, and by sharing these best cases and success stories, we all can learn from each other and move the sustainable development goals further. So I think that the role of the center is also perhaps providing a bit more knowledge, perhaps webinars can follow, and online courses that might help to really strengthen this as a source of knowledge and for the SIDS.
And going into a specific SDG now, SDG 7 is to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy for all. In particular, some of its targets are by 2030 to ensure universal access to affordable, reliable and modern energy services. Another target would be by 2030 to increase substantially the share of renewable energy in the global energy mix. And a third target was to expand infrastructure and upgrade technology for supplying modern and sustainable energy services for all in developing countries. How do you see TNO's role in the COE contributing to the achievement of this particular sustainable development goal?
Yeah, we as TNO Caribbean, we recognize that each island, a rural area or region is very unique in their sets of circumstances and constraints within which a integral solution needs to be created. And we also think that the energy transition is not only a technical solution, a technical innovation. It takes more. It takes key stakeholders' involvement. It might need different approach for business model. It might need changes in the economic policy or regulatory framework. It can also have impact on the labor workforce. So, having that said, we have developed a specific team of experts that is capable in supporting the SIDS in these areas, and that are capable in technology, economical, policy-wise, but also that understands the cultural aspect, which is very important in the island setting of SIDS. So.
Okay, and what are some of the next steps, on TNO's end to further develop and support the Center of Excellence?
The next step will be that we will give support to 7 SIDS on their island, which we will give support for 1 week in their own road mapping journey.
Okay.
Yes.
And just in closing, is there any sort of advice that you want to give to the SIDS coming out of the work of the Center of Excellence, the work of TNO Caribbean, or any sources of information where they can get access to all this work that you've been doing?
I think the virtual platform of the COE is it can be an important source of information. There you can find all for example, the presentations that were presented, and can follow up throughout the whole process, because following these 7 SIDS will also come more input and on this website.
Well, thank you again for being with us for the UN. I'm Kadeen Smith, and of course, please visit www.2030caribbean.org to learn more about sustainable development initiatives in the Caribbean. Thank you. To learn more about the Center of Excellence for Sustainable Development of Small Island Developing States, visit www.sustainablesids.org. For more information on the work of the United Nations and sustainable development in the Caribbean region, visit www.2030caribbean.org.